guys, welcome back to our vegan kitchen. I've got a really nice and fun recipe. It's very picnicky for today. It's for veggie patties. I have missed zucchini so much. I used to grow it in my garden, but I had some beetles that were eating all of my plants.
They really liked it too.
They really liked it, and they said, you know what, we're going to ruin it for both of us because it ended up just killing the plant. So what are you going to do? Well, you go to the store and you buy some zucchini. So here I have some zucchini, some yellow squash, some carrots, some onions, some mushrooms, and a potato. So all of the amounts for these are going to be in the info box below. Like, I'm not going to grate up this whole bag of carrots. I'm only going to do like 1 carrot's worth. But you'll see how, like, I'll only use half of the mushrooms, but it'll all be in the info box. So I'm going to, by the magic of YouTube, prep all of these vegetables in the appropriate sizes with my mandolin and try and not cut my hand off. And we'll meet back here at the table and I'll show you what to do with them. Alright, obviously I always like making giant vats of food because I love having leftovers, but if you guys are just doing it for a small group, or, you know, yourself, your husband, or just yourself, half the recipe, quarter the recipe, not a problem. So I'm doing a giant vat today. Here's all of the stuff that I just grated up. It looks like a lot, but it's going to deflate. Here's all the mushrooms too. I didn't put them in yet because I don't want to slop this all over the place. I'm going to put my salt on this first.
This is gorgeous.
Give it a mix and then add the rest of my mushrooms so that also has a chance to deflate. Now, yes, it looks like I'm putting a lot of salt in here, but this is a big bowl of vegetables, and the main purpose of adding the salt now to the vegetables is to have all the water come out, or most of the water from the vegetables, because we just want to be left with the fiber and the goodness of the vegetables. And when you go to cook it, it's going to have all the water, you know, come out anyway, and you don't want your patties to be soggy. You want them to be nice and firm.
No soggy bottoms.
No soggy bottoms. You want them to stay together also. So I'm going to give this a mix to get the salt all incorporated in the shreds. I did these julienne with my
mandolin.
Yeah, with my mandolin. But if you don't have a mandolin, using a grater is no problem. I did the carrots with a grater. So as soon as this starts to go down a little bit, I'm going to add the mushrooms, give it another, and then let it sit for a good 10 minutes, and then we'll be back. Alright guys, so it's been 10-15 minutes. You can see already, look at all the water that bowl of veggies is giving off. So we want to do the job completely. We want to get as much water out as possible, so you know what that means. Got to get the old clean kitchen towel out. And I would normally do this over a bowl, but I don't feel like getting my other big bowl down. So I have a pad under here, you know, another clean dish towel. So I'm just going to dump this into this dish towel. Yeah. Get as much out as you can. And then we're going to wrap it up like we're leaving home. And we have our stick with the bandana and everything that we own in it in the world. And, ooh, that made a mess. Yes. And we're going to squeeze out all of the... There's a lot of water in there.
Whoa!
Yeah, you weren't expecting that, were you?
No.
See what I mean about how much you're left with?
Mm-hmm.
Not much.
I mean, it's still a good amount.
Alright, here's our bowl of deflated vegetables. Quite a difference.
It
like
is.
By half almost. So now we're just going to add our binder. We have a little binder agreement here. We have some garbanzo bean flour. This is all that I have left. It's supposed to be a cup. I don't think it's that much. I might add a little cornstarch or something just to help it, you know, suck up the liquid when it's cooking. But we're trying to do this gluten-free, so I don't want to add any flour, you know, regular flour. Mm-hmm. We're also going to add some granulated garlic, just because I'm lazy and I don't like using fresh garlic, but I feel like that gives a better flavor anyway. We're also going to add some cumin, because you got to have cumin if you have garbanzo beans, right?
Mm.
Makes it taste amazing. And then we're also going to add...
ooh, that smells like falafel.
Right? We're also going to add some, can't see what it says, but this is ground flax. So this is also going to help hold it together. So we're going to use 3 for this amount, 3 tablespoons. But, I mean, if you're halving it or whatever, then you do you. You do your amount. And to give it a cheesy flavor, we're going to add some nooch. That's something that we don't usually do when we make falafel. We don't put the nooch in there. So this is a little bit different. It's kind of like a cheesy veggie patty. I asked my husband to get me half a cup of cilantro, and this is what he showed up with.
Oh.
And it's like 100 degrees real feel outside, so I didn't argue, but I would use a half a cup, but don't do as I do. I mean, that's what my husband gave me.
You said don't overdo it.
So I have to live with it. All right, so now we're just going to mix this together until we get a nice dough, I would say. And then we're going to form our patties. All right, so we've got this all mixed up. Looks like it's going to hold together pretty well. I've got my sill pad over here. I sprayed it with a little bit of avocado oil just because I don't want these to be dry. These could be dry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just want a little bit of a spray. So let me wet my hands first, because I really don't want these sticking to my hands. So I'm going to take, I would say like that's about 1/3 of a cup to a half a cup amount. And we're just going to make like a chicken patty size patty. And we're going to line up our patties on our still pat. It's probably going to take a few go-rounds for this, but just make sure they're well formed and pressed together, because you don't want them to be crumbly and fall apart. And make sure the edges are thick.
Thin.
Yeah, make them thick like the rest of the patties, because if you don't, then that's going to cook faster than the middle of the patty, and it's going to be like burnt, and you don't want that. So you want them to be uniform across the patty. 375. 25 to 30 minutes. I would flip halfway. It might go a little bit longer, but just keep an eye on it. All right, here we go.
Ooh, don't look at me. I look like garbage.
They actually were in the oven for about 40 minutes.
They're looking good.
Yeah.
Smelling even better. And now we're going to give them a taste.
My husband even came in and was like, "Ooh, what do we have over here?
What's all this then?
Yeah, looks like
too much fun. Nice. It's looking like it's holding together really nicely.
Yeah.
Look at
Be
that.
careful, it's pretty hot. Yeah. This would be great like on a sandwich.
Or with a salad.
Or with a salad, yeah. You could even eat these cold.
Ooh!
Oh!
That's nice.
That's a great sound.
That's really nice.
That's the sound you want to hear. You don't want to hear that. Ooh! It's a winner.
I like that.
Awesome. Is it like a little falafel?
Here's
Veggie
the
falafel?
thing. There's a lot of really fun things happening here. So
okay.
it's like a falafel, but with bonus, because you also have the veggies in there and the potato.
Right.
And the little bit of a cheesy flavor.
Right.
Which I'm even getting more of now in the aftertaste. The texture of it is fantastic because the chickpea flour, or the garbanzo bean flour.
Right.
It's got like, I don't want to call it mushy, but it's like a...
Right. I feel you.
What's the word I'm looking for here?
It holds together.
It's like a soft texture when it's really hot. Like it'll probably be a little bit different when it cools off more.
Right.
But the middle is a little bit like, and then you've got like the crunchiness of the different veggie strands and everything.
Right.
It's very nice.
It's a winner. It's easy. The only thing that's a little bit tedious is squeezing out the vegetables, but please don't skip that step.
Yeah, it's an important step.
You're going to end up with a sloppy mess if you don't squeeze out the veggies.
It's really good.
All right. Well, I hope you guys give it a shot. This is something that you can make in advance, like at night, and throw it in the fridge and have it for the next day, too.
The word I was looking for was creamy.
Creamy.
It is creamy.
Awesome.
I think the potato really adds a lot.
The potato adds a nice starch to it, like a mashed potato type quality, so. Good thing we're having these for dinner tonight.
I know.
All right. I hope you guys give it a
Wonderful.
shot. Smash the like button.
Yeah, let us know if you guys give these a try. Send a picture. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed.
It's free.
Yep. And we'll see you guys next time.
You're free to subscribe.
Yeah, so until then,
Much
Much
love.
love.